Hello, everyone. Welcome to our course, Green Economy from China's Stories. When it comes to the formation and application of green economy development thought in China, we need to know why China should develop a green economy. First, we will learn the significance and necessity of developing a green economy in China. First, in the process of urbanization and industrialization, China is faced with various environmental problems caused by negligence of the development of green economy, including environmental pollution and problems in other aspects. At present, there are many environmental problems in China, such as air pollution, water pollution, land desertification, and ecological diversity, among which air pollution and water pollution are especially serious. In terms of health problems, environmental pollution poses a serious threat to the health and safety of the public. For instance, air pollution may cause various respiratory diseases and even premature death in sensitive people. Environmental pollution not only threatens public health, but also brings huge economic losses. Second, because of the increasing pressure of population growth and urbanization in China, and the high dependence on foreign resources, green economy has become the inevitable choice to realize sustainable development. As shown in the figure of China's total population and structural change in 2008 to 2016, and the figure of China's total energy consumption and dependence on foreign crude oil in 2007 to 2016, China's population is growing rapidly, and the rapid growth of China's population occurs due to the large population base. At present and in the future, China's aging population will be intensified. Resource shortage will become severe due to the population growth and decrease of resource reserve, and resources like crude oil and coal will be more dependent on import. Therefore, we must pursue green development and develop a green economy. In addition, China's economy is experiencing a turning point from the old normal to the new normal, which is mainly characterized by changes of three aspects: growth rate, industrial structure, and development mode. In this new normal, China's economy has changed from pursuing quantitative change to qualitative change. The green economy will promote efficient allocation of resources, optimization of the industrial structure, industrial transformation and upgrading, thus becoming a new driver of economic growth. Since the reform and opening up, China has realized a rapid transformation from an agricultural country to an industrialized one, achieved rapid economic growth, but also paid considerable resource and environmental costs. At present, China's economy has entered a new normal of drop in the growth rate, structure optimization, and pursuit of quality, and development of a green economy has become an inevitable choice to realize economic transformation in the critical period. In 2016, in the 13th Five-Year Plan, the green concept was included in the guiding principle of making China a moderately prosperous society in all respects. In 2017, the report on the 19th CPC National Congress emphasized the concept of green development and put forward the scientific thesis that lucid waters and lush mountains are invaluable assets, and that the green economy has become an important part of the National Strategic Planning. Next, we will talk about the formation of two mountains theory. In fact, the scientific thesis that lucid waters and lush mountains are invaluable assets was put forward in 2005, and the two mountains theory was continuously improved since 2005. Now, let's go back to the formation and development of the two mountains theory. In terms of proposal of two mountains theory, on August 15th, 2005, Xi Jinping, then Secretary of CPC Zhejiang Committee, during his visit to Anji County, put forward the scientific thesis that lucid waters and lush mountains are invaluable assets. On October 24, 2005, in column Zhejiang, China, A New Vision for Development of Zhejiang Daily, Xi Jinping published a commentary. Lucid waters and lush mountains are invaluable assets, and clearly put forward that, while we want prosperity and wealth, we also want clear waters and green mountains. Then, the two mountains theory continued to develop. On September 7, 2013, President Xi Jinping provided the most concise and complete definition of two mountains theory in his speech at Nazarbayev University, Kazakhstan. President Xi Jinping stressed to Guizhou delegation on March 7, 2014, that lucid waters and lush mountains are not opposite to prosperity and wealth. It will all be determined by people and by our thought. On March 24, 2015, at the meeting of the Political Bureau of the CPC Central Committee, presided by Xi Jinping, the concept that lucid waters and lush mountains are invaluable assets was incorporated into the official document of the central leadership. On October 18th, President Xi Jinping proposed at the report on the 19th Party Congress that we must realize that lucid waters and lush mountains are invaluable assets and act on this understanding. The fourth plenary session of the 19th CPC Central Committee put forward that building an ecological civilization is vital to sustain the Chinese nation's development. We must realize that lucid waters and lush mountains are invaluable assets and act on this understanding. Implement our fundamental national policy of conserving resources and protecting the environment. Uphold the principle of prioritizing resource conservation and environmental protection and letting nature restore itself, and take a positive path to development that ensures increased production, higher living standards, and healthy ecosystems. Build a beautiful China. Next, we will learn Xi Jinping thought on ecological progress. The two mountains theory is an important component of Xi Jinping's thought on ecological progress. At the National Working Conference on Ecological and Environmental Protection, held from May 18th to May 19th, 2018, Xi Jinping stressed that we shall consciously coordinate economic and social development with the development of ecological civilization. As lucid waters and lush mountains are invaluable assets, we shall pursue innovative, coordinated, green, open, and shared development. Work to shape spatial layouts, industrial structures, modes of production, and ways of life that are conducive to resource and environmental protection, and leave time and space for the nature and ecosystem to recuperate and multiply. it incorporates the following main connotations: essential requirement of harmonious coexistence between man and nature, basic core of lucid waters and lush mountains are invaluable assets, principle and spirit of good ecological environment is most beneficial to the people's well-being, systematic thought of mountain, water, forest, lake, and grass coexist in a common community. Focal point of ecological environment is to be protected under the strictest system and rule of law. Performing a great power's responsibility through working with all members of the international community to build a sound global eco-environment. Since the 18th CPC National Congress, General Secretary Xi Jinping, inspired by the traditional Chinese culture, trend of the times, and catering to the will of the people, on the strategic height of upholding and developing socialism with Chinese characteristics, and realizing the great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation, has profoundly answered the important theoretical and practical questions, like what ecological civilization to develop, and why, how to develop such civilization, forming Xi Jinping thought on ecological progress. Xi Jinping thought on ecological progress is embodied by upholding of the following notions. When ecology thrives, civilization will prosper. Harmony between man and nature shall be ensured. Lucid waters and lush mountains are invaluable assets. Good ecological environment is most beneficial to the people's well-being. Mountain, water, forest, lake, and grass coexist in a common community. Ecological environment is to be protected under the strictest system and rule of law. The whole nation shall be mobilized to build a beautiful China. All members of the international community should work together to build a sound global eco-environment. In this lecture, I have introduced the formation and application of green economy development thought in China, particularly the formation of the Two Mountains theory, as well as the guiding significance to practice of Xi Jinping thought on ecological progress. That's all for today's lecture. Thank you. See you next time.